Yes, button pressed.
Yep.
Yes, button press.
Live accomplished. Live accomplished. All right, I believe. If not, we'll be live very shortly.
They added this. I can hear them.
Sorry, I'll try to mute myself more, and I've got cough drops.
It's okay.
Oh man,
That's
it can't be worse than this other stream I was watching. I was like tuning into some random stream, and the person like wouldn't stop coughing full volume like into the microphone throughout the entire stream. They're just like, wah, 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 wah. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
If I had like a coughing fit, I would for sure mute myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like you need a button. I have a button on my keyboard I could press to like make my microphone just turn off because it's like I don't want the vaping sound to like go into the microphone and stuff. But it's like if you know you're gonna be coughing like crazy, like do something. Like holy shit.
Yeah.
Very wild.
It's like I've got a button on my headset that I mute. I go. Everything's fine.
just a casual.
You mean this button?
Yeah. We should have a stream where it's just like the uncensored version where all of us are just making all of our psycho sounds like directly into the microphones. Just
3, 2, 1, go.
Air conditioning blasting full force, like Carl's daughter screaming in the background, like Encanto blasting, getting us DMCA'd immediately.
It's Aladdin today.
Oh, nice. Original Aladdin?
Yeah, of course. I'm not that.
Did you ever watch the second one?
Nope.
The like Return of Jafar?
I did.
Oh, maybe. I
remember they made us watch that at summer camp one year, and I was just like, "This is bullshit. Like, this is not
the third one was much better because Robin Williams was back as a genie.
Yeah, they used like a different voice actor for like it was either Jafar or Iago or both. Like it was it sounded super wrong.
They probably just used the cartoon people for it.
No, it was the genie. Everybody else was right. It was the genie that was wrong because they got into a dispute with Robin Williams about him coming back.
Oh, maybe that's what it was then. I knew
then they fixed it, and he came back for the third one.
I didn't even realize there was a third one.
Yeah, it's Aladdin and the King of Thieves, I think it is.
What?
Yeah,
what's wrong?
And the second one, it's the actor that plays Homer Simpson.
Abu's right there. He's fine.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's real bad.
That's really freaking weird.
Yep.
I don't understand that.
I love it because it's so bad that like I do watch it. I'm like, this is terrible. I can't stop watching.
Yeah, that's pretty horrible.
The third one is actually legitimately good. The second one's not great. The first one's awesome. So, I can't wait to have a tour of Castle Ravenloft.
Yeah.
I can't.
It won't be a guided tour, unfortunately, but it will be.
Really? They're just gonna like trust us to like poke around.
I thought it was a guided tour. I thought that guy was coming along with us.
Well, I guess he'll have some news for you at some point to let you know what's going on. But yeah, spoilers, it will be an unguided tour.
Oh, cool. Wow. I can't wait to steal stuff.
You're going to be taking all like the tapestries and like the
Strahd is still watching us in some way.
You're like, oh, that's a neat little organ you have here, and you like snap one of the tubes off and like pocket it. You're just like, save that.
You need a full dinner set.
Seems very selfish to have the entire set to yourself. I'm gonna keep one of these.
One of these plates and that fork and that specific spoon.
You're gonna kill him with the spoon at the end of the entire season. Like you're just gonna be like,
the spoon
hoisted by your own petard spoon. He's just like, why?
Spoon killer.
The spoon from my father, who was given to him by his father. Why did we make it out of silver? What the hell?
Why?
But why?
Horrible planning on my part.
Oh my.
Oh god. I did read a crazy story of like how someone else's campaign ended. I don't even know how they really got into the situation that they did, but it involved like suplexing Strahd like off a like top of a roof into like a sunny area. Like it was like the most insane, like I'm like, what the fuck happened here?
How?
The DM of the campaign was just like, to my horror, like everything mechanically made sense. And I was just like, what the hell?
I didn't know there were sunny areas.
Yeah.
Well, that's like, I don't know exactly how it all played out. Like,
it's a sunlight spell, so I wonder if they did that.
Yeah, they must have like either there's an area of the map that even I'm not like super aware of, or they used some other things to make stuff happen. But yeah, there was a situation where they essentially suplexed Strahd into a sunny area and like took him down via that for the final blow, which was absolutely ludicrous. But
Sounds hot.
apparently it can happen. But with all that being said, Shirley will one-up that somehow. Stabbing with his own silverware is high up on the list of epic conclusions to the campaign. But let's roll that beautiful intro footage. Everyone's muted by default. It's beautiful. They could unmute themselves, but I feel like only half of them know how.
Man, it's so
Carl
difficult
figured it out.
unmuting yourself.
I usually just can't be bothered unmuting myself, to be honest.
And we're live, baby. Welcome back to the Curse of Strahd. I love how I always look left. I need to like probably rearrange my setup because I'm always like looking away from the camera when I'm looking at you guys. You guys are over here on my screen, and then like my DM screen is here, and then like my stream screen is here. So it's like I'm always never looking at the camera, which is very disorienting, I'm sure. Very
Cool story, bro.
impersonal. I'm not connecting with the audience is what I'm saying. It's like I'm staring everywhere except for at them. But hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 32 of The Curse of Strahd, where we are finally in the goddamn castle of Ravenloft. And there was a beautiful dinner, and the dinner, I don't know. How did you guys think the dinner went? Did it go according to plan? Did you get anything out of it? Or are you essentially just like, well, what the hell?
I enjoyed dinner. I'm so sad that there wasn't bagels, though.
I mean, it was an okay dinner. It was just the unexpected death that really kind of threw me off.
Put a bit of
Yeah.
dampener on the mood, yeah.
Yeah, it really
The-
did. We're having a lovely conversation.
I'm still hungry. I don't know what are those guys talking about.
I just imagine as like Strahd's biting into the neck of Gertruda, like Moonpoon's just like chowing down on like some flank steak. He's just like, oh yes, it's amazing. He's like, what's happening over there? Whatever. Just munching away.
0 F's were given.
But yes, the crew was picked up by like a haunted wagon essentially, which strolled them over to the castle. They were introduced to a man named Rahadin that appeared to be like a house servant of some kind. But he directed them to the dinner chambers, found Strahd playing the organ, and dinner was had. And basically, it came down to Strahd saying, like, hey, I know about what you guys are doing with Arena, knock it the F off, or it's going to be a problem. I don't know. Did you guys pick up any other little tidbits from that whole scenario? Or just kind of like vague threats and jabs throughout?
Well, he was trying to get me to like take his spot, and I'm just like, I'm evil, not stupid. Like, no thanks. No. Mm-mm. No.
Did
My
any
bro.
part of Saya like have any interest in that? Like, is there a world where I could have said something different that would have got Saya to like consider it more?
Oh yes, there is, but then he's a complete creep, so no.
Damn. was gonna say-
if I hadn't known more about the story than she does about like how he's just got the Jonesies for this woman that does not like him back, and he's trying to like get with her against her will. So I was like, absolutely not. No, I will stab you in the dick.
Regardless of the outcome, this man will die for his injustice.
And then I can take over without his help, so it's fine.
Yeah, we really need to teach Strahd something about consent. I think that's really what this is all about, is, learn to consent or die is the
Yep.
name of the campaign from
Oh, no,
going
he's
forward.
going to die.
I hope that he offered the same to Orchids, but he didn't.
No. No, it seems like Strahd does have a pretty good read on everyone's like internal monologues and intentions and things of that nature. So yeah, he didn't even bother with some of you. But yeah, dinner ended with a kind of like a broad proclamation that no one was worthy and to leave Arena alone, and this land is mine. And then just for seemingly shits and giggles, bit Gertruda on the neck, causing her to bleed out on the floor at the end of dinner. And then he just whisked away through the walls of Ravenloft, just walked straight through a wall that regular people do. And left you guys there. And that is how the episode concluded.
Rude.
It is kind of not the best of ways to end dinner. Probably a pretty rude guest or a pretty rude host as far as dinners are concerned. And he just abandoned you in his house.
I know. I bet his mother would be super disappointed.
Oh, damn. You should have said that to him, see what he did. Oh, man.
Your
that
mama
would have been epic.
would be like...
Just drop a random your mama joke on him, and then it's like immediate final battle, like immediately.
Like humiliated on the spot.
Music just changes to this like epic dun dun dun. It's like, all right. But with all that being said, we should drop back into the game. Strahd just zipped through the wall. Gertruda was freshly slain, and you all are standing there. And let me get some Ravenloft tunes flowing. And we can pick up the story where we left off. So yeah, as I said, you guys just witnessed Strahd declare himself that this is his land. You are all unworthy. Bit Gertruda on the neck and zipped through the wall, leaving you abandoned in this room. What do you all do?
So we already determined that what's her face can't be brought back to like she's totally like super dead, right?
You guys haven't like done any like actual checks, but like from a distance like mechanical inspection, like it certainly appears as though she's dead.
Well,
I don't think that leaves us with a lot of choices, does it? It was pretty obvious that in order to get away from this place, we need to take him down. I don't think there is any other way anymore. Any sort of negotiations we might have with him, I think, disappeared.
Is everyone struggling to figure out whose music is echoing through?
I don't know. Sorry, I was distracted with the music. I'm like trying to get my sound fixed.
No worries. I'll turn it down ever so slightly so it's not as aggressive. I do hear the music echoing through somebody's system though.
I don't think it's mine.
No, I'd imagine if anyone's playing it through speakers, it would probably be them, would be my guess.
No, I've got it on my headset. Everything's through my headset.
Maybe I'm just hearing it doubled then for some reason.
Because I can only hear it once.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it goes from your end.
Do
Okay.
you have your stream unmuted, maybe? That can double it.
I don't know, but as long as I'm the only one that hears it doubled, then we're fine. So, yeah, that works. But yes, what do you guys do?
Okay. So should we check the girl, or we're quite content that she is actually 100%?
You can check more closely. Like I said, you guys have only from a distance, like, visually, she certainly looks dead.
I think we should get out of here as fast as possible. We can't really negotiate anything peaceful with him anymore, and he's not just gonna let us leave this place forever. So we need to figure a way to take him down.
Agreed. So I would look over at the girl, and Saya's not that bothered because she doesn't know the girl, but She's like, should we check her?
Yeah, at this point, I think Cal would go over and like do like the thing, like the fingers on the neck thing. Just basically call it
Time of death.
time of
So-
death. Roll a medicine check if possible
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
at a +0.
I'm
Oh,
into
dear.
it. I feel confident in Kalanthos's medical prowess.
How do you have less medicine than me?
Ooh, a 5. With a 5.
Because I have 0 wisdom.
So wise.
Your wisdom.
Ooh,
well
that's
then.
substantially better.
That's
Who would have thought the healing druid has some solid medicine capabilities?
No.
So Kalanthos puts his hands on, the throat, checking for a pulse of some kind, and does not catch anything. Augage, when she goes over though, and places her fingers on the neck to reconfirm, she does sense the faintest of heartbeat, the faintest of pulse, like hardly registering at all. But Augage, being an adept healer, definitely recognizes some form of life in her still.
We need to
I wanna
call it.
heal her. I want to heal her. I think she's still there.
She's too far gone.
No, I think I feel something. Trust me, I'm a healer.
I think we should let her try if she wants to.
I want to do a cure wounds.
Okay.
I don't see any point in that, but
Let's try.
So 7 points of healing.
Mm-hmm.
So with this, you see the traditional magic effects kind of like hit her body, and the wounds on her neck like close up slowly. The blood stops like pouring out, but she doesn't stir. She still just continues to lay there motionless.
Weird. I don't know how to respond to that.
probably some kind of magic has ensured her death. So you might have stopped her bleeding, but it doesn't seem you can bring her back to life.
Yeah, I don't think lesser restoration will do anything, probably.
Yeah, Augage would definitely know that this should have brought, like, if this was any of your companions, they would be up at this point. So something else is happening.
This is unfortunate, but it would appear that Strahd has performed some other thing to her besides merely draining her of her life.
I wonder if she's a vampire now.
Oh, God.
That's a great question. Let's go ahead and burn a divine sense here. Boop. Is she, in fact, a vampire?
I have yet to see the divine sense burn. No, yeah. So
There it is.
with the divine sense, Kalanthos. Let me double check. What do you pick up? You pick up celestials.
Undead,
fiends?
celestials, and fiends. Fiends?
Okay.
Celestials, fiends, and undead within 60 feet. So it sees Strahd casually lurking there behind the door.
Yeah.
And if this clearly animated armor is somehow demonic and or fiendish, I would sense it.
Yeah. So you do not detect any Strahds behind the door. That's actually Rahadin back there. But if
Oh, they look so similar. My fault.
yeah, they do actually kind of have pretty
Dark
similar
and
facial
broody.
features.
Yeah.
So Kalanthos does his divine sense, and it comes back like negative. Essentially, he doesn't seem to be picking up anything. But towards the tail end of the check, you feel the faintest of pulses of a fiend directly in front of you,
Oh, God.
where Gertruda is.
A fiend, not a vampire.
She's not undead, but there is something else here, something growing, perhaps within her. It is hard to tell at this point, but
Maybe it will happen the same thing to us if we don't leave this place. Why are we still staying here?
well, this would be the perfect opportunity to wander the castle.
You think he will allow us to wander the castle as we please?
Well, he told us we were allowed.
Do you trust this guy?
No, but we have things here that we wanted to investigate.
Okay. I think we should take as fast as possible.
And as you guys say this, through the doors actually pops Rahadin and looks out at all of you and says, "The master has decided to leave. However, the invite to explore the grounds is open. But know this, I will be watching, as will Strahd. Venture too far, and we will turn you around. You have 1 hour. Pique your curiosity and leave." And he motions to leave immediately.
So, Saya, I would walk towards him and be like, "Is there anywhere you would suggest seeing, like tour guide and all?"
Maybe it can be a tour guide.
Castle Ravenloft is a place of legend in Barovia. Every ounce, every square foot is rife with history. So no explicit direction. Just know that if you venture too far, it will not be good for you.
Are there
How do
any
we-
like warning signs or literal signs that we should look for that would, tell us that certain places are off limits?
Yeah, how would we know if we're too far?
Maybe
So
it says
actually-
don't enter.
As you ask this question, he takes one step closer, and as he takes one step closer, both Moonpoon and Saya start to hear these like deathly screams in their head, like inside their head, as if it's just like telepathically. You've heard Augage like talk to you. This is like 10,000 Augages screaming like death-curdling yells in your ear.
I would not do that to you.
And both of you actually give me a wisdom saving throw.
The humanity. That's a natural one.
A wisdom saving throw.
Oof. Okay.
Yikes.
What was that you're trying to do to me? I don't like it.
So both of you fail, and you'll just take 1 psychic damage each. And
Green stomach.
Rahadin takes a step back, and immediately that like screaming sound fades, and he says, "If you go too far, I will be able to let you know." And he walks away.
How will you let us know? That's just vague.
Trust me, he will.
He
let
will
us-
apparently scream in your head.
Yeah, that was obnoxious to say the least.
Oh. Well then.
Yeah, it was like a very
Interesting. I didn't hear any
indicative sign
screaming.
of-
That's weird.
not go there.
And
Okay.
with this, like Rahadin just like leaves and like just turns, and you see him just dip down the hallways.
So Saya would look at August and be like, "It was as if it's like the thing you do when you speak to us, but as if it was 1,000 moonpoons just screaming in my head."
And
Ooh.
1,000 angry moonpoons, if I
Yes.
may that. I mean, something very bad, not me. What are you talking about? Foolish. Something very menacing as something that can cause your head to explode. Anyway, we have 1 hour. We should go and get out of here.
We should
Okay.
spend the hour having a look around. When are we
And-
ever going to get this opportunity again?
And for the record, I will be keeping rough track of time in that bottom left counter thing, so you have until like essentially 11 a.m. to
Okay.
be done, and then who knows what happens afterwards. But at least that would be the time frame that they've set.
Well.
I want to check the crypt.
Yeah, the crypt sounds like a good one.
If we are allowed.
Well, I want to try to find Sergei,
Yeah.
his brother.
Let's go towards the
Do we
crypt.
know where the crypts are?
I assume downstairs, but I don't know.
I mean, metagaming, this... Well, actually, this isn't a very large map, but it is Ravenloft map 3, so... I can't imagine that Ravenloft is a small place.
Well, I think
So...
we should just pick a direction and stick together.
That area looks promising down
Yeah.
there. Straight to the east.
Yeah,
Everything.
what I was thinking.
Okay. So, yeah, which way are you guys going?
We're gonna go to the east towards that staircase.
Okay.
And there's no
s-
point in being sneaky because I imagine they know where we're going. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you approach this area, you can see fluttering torches in the iron sconces illuminate the spiral staircase, and a chill of wind like rushes down the circular staircase. It seems to kill the very heat of the torches. So you, even though there's torchlight nearby, you just feel this like dreaded cold coming from these steps.
The staircase to the north, does that go up or down?
That goes up.
Up. All right. Let me go ahead and take the van here. And let's proceed down the steps.
Yep. So you guys proceed down the steps, and oh god, I forgot to place you on this map down here. Oh no! Grab.
Now, this is the worst thing. A multi-level dungeon with multiple entrances and exits.
oh yeah,
Yeah, there's
Literally
like,
the worst thing to run.
I haven't
This-
run one like this yet. I've just been doing like one entrance, one exit, done.
this place is wildly gigantic. So
Yep.
it's- prepping for just Castle Ravenloft is like multiple sessions of prep in and of itself.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys make it your way down, and you're brought
Oh.
into this little hallway, and
Map 11. Jesus. Okay.
immediately you see Rahadin just standing in front of a door, looking at all of you, and he says, "Off limits already. Your instincts are either amazing or terrible. Please,
Amazing.
back upstairs."
Ugh.
Well, at least we know where
Fine.
we need to go in the future.
Can we ask at least why this place is off limits already?
The burial of Strahd's family
Mhm.
resides down here. It is
Damn it, that's exactly where I
sacred
wanted to go.
to the family. It is not for visitors. So please, turn around and enjoy your stay.
I guess he has too many dead family members to show off.
Should we just kill him and go in anyways?
Oh, I keep trying to push the freaking wrong map. Can I just take a quick glance? That keeps going down, right? Right here, the staircase.
Yes, that does go down.
Should we just go down again?
Sure.
I imagine further downstairs is still off limits. We could
You
try to
didn't say
kill
that
it.
though.
Oh god. Could try and kill him. I think Strahd would just show up and be like, really? You've been
Yeah,
here
he's
5
probably
minutes.
he's probably gonna be really tough to kill too.
Yeah. So I'd be like, I left you guys alone for 5 minutes.
I wonder
Well,
why.
he blocked off the one place where I wanted to go.
I wonder why Strahd would be annoyed or forbid us from entering to see dead people. I mean, what is he afraid of? Is there a particular reason that this place is off limits?
It could be that, well, he's obviously a very private person. Maybe he just doesn't like people seeing his, origins, being a
What?
vampire lord.
What are you, his solicitor, for Christ's sake? Who is Christ? Yeah. I don't know.
For Helm's sake. Helm is Christ.
Oh my god. So Saya's just rolling her eyes. And she's like, very protective of the dead then. Seems very strange.
Just casually So I full screened the whatever the hell we're using, and it is the same size as the map that I actually used to move my pawn. And I'm like, I keep trying to measure stuff, and it's not working.
Nice.
All right.
Cal's debating roasting off another divine sense. Is that what that is?
No, that's my strategy, is just to burn as many divine senses as possible, as quick as possible. But I feel like I should save it for the castle.
Mhm.
So yeah, you
is
guys do have
further
access.
downstairs off limits, or must we return upstairs?
I would strongly advise you to head back upstairs.
That's
And he
not
takes like one step forward.
All right.
But that's not it. You're not explicitly telling us not to go downstairs.
You're giving off
You're
some
just-
very mixed signals here.
Yes.
Everyone has free will, as you know, but every choice comes with consequences, yes?
Fine. I guess we'll go back upstairs.
Please. And he gestures back up.
Ugh.
I guess it doesn't hurt to go and see other places first.
I wonder if there's another entrance to that crypt.
There has to be.
Should we go upstairs and see if we can find another way?
I mean, maybe.
Is a big ass castle.
It's one of the like castles like this have hidden entrances within their hidden entrances, so it's like
Yeah, but if this castle is humongous and we only have 1 hour, who knows when we might end up next?
well, if I get lost, I'll just ask Strahd to marry me. Whatever. I've changed my mind, oh lord.
Well, now he's not going to like you because you flip flop too easily.
No, see, I'll just tell him where Arena is. It's fine.
She just gives up everything. She's like,
Yeah.
she's totally in that tower over there. It's
She's in
fine.
that
Go
tower.
get
I
her.
want in the crypt. Give me the keys.
So is the party heading then back upstairs, or are you doing some other things here?
I guess we got to go back up
Okay.
because otherwise he's going to make vague threats about how we shouldn't be in places where we are.
Yes. So yeah, with that, then you head back up the stairs.
All right, let's take a look here. So this is probably like some sort of grand hall, maybe. This probably goes to some sort of like library or study, or maybe like one of the bigger rooms, like a watchtower or something like that.
So, question, this staircase goes down. This staircase is different?
That
Goes
is
up.
like it goes up. So yeah,
Oh.
you could just continue around the spiral in the opposite direction if you wanted to.
We follow the rest of the staircase as long as we're here right now.
Well, we could go up
Yeah, because there might be like a hallway that goes like
across. And then
across,
down.
and then there's another tower that goes down into the crypt.
Yeah, let's go upstairs. Makes sense.
Architecture lessons.
And if all else fails, I'll just go invisible and go down and try and sneak in there.
Yeah. And then stab him in his stupid face.
Yeah, I'll use darkness and then stab him in his stupid face.
So
Or
you
just-
guys are going up the current spiral, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna stick to this staircase.
Okay. Let me place you guys on the map here.
Let's go on Ravenloft map
Map
20.
74. Like,
Map 165.
Yeah. It is so awkward to place you. I can't pre-place you either because, as you may have guessed, there's like 80 different ways to get to everywhere. So it's like, so let me activate
fun.
this next map here.
Oh,
So,
okay, 4.
yay,
You-
that's better.
Yeah, you reach an area where you can see that the stairs can continue upwards, but there is also a door directly in front of you.
Well, let's go in the door.
Through the door.
There's no Rahadin there, so let's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kalanthas opens the door.
Quickly.
Heedlessly.
Okay, so you guys run up to the door and open a door.
Okay, I murder the old man and we proceed up the rest of
Yeah.
the tower.
Oh shit, there's an old man. Just blah.
He's a vampire.
So you open the door, and what you see in this room is dusty scrolls and tomes line the walls of this room. More scrolls and books lie scattered on the floor around 4 heavy wooden chests fitted with study. It says study, but I'm positive that means sturdy iron locks.
Sturdy.
The only unobstructed floor space is directly in front of the doors on the east and west walls. In the center of this clutter stands a great black desk. A figure crouches atop a tall stool, scratching on a seemingly endless scroll of paper with a dry quill pen. Nearby, tasseled rope hangs from a hole in the ceiling.
So does it look like a Once Upon a Time library or just like a weird workroom?
It's like almost like a mad library. Like there's
Okay.
there's organization on the walls with all the scrolls and things, but there's also just like scattered stuff all over the place. So it more resembles like the attic space that you walked through, where it's just like haphazardly, like completely littered.
Mhm.
And then there's just this man like scratching away on a scroll at the table.
Hello.
No.
Oh, you're not the usuals that appear around these parts. What brings you to the study?
Some might call us the unusual suspects. I don't know.
Yes,
Just-
I did sense a little Kaiser Sose in you as you approached.
Anyway, Strahd told us to take a tour around the place, so this place is not off limits. So here we are. What is this?
You are invited by Strahd. Oh my. In danger you are. I cannot believe you seem so unpressed. You must be strong.
We are.
Why should we be pressed?
I'll give a little flex.
Oh, just bicep tears her shirt in half. Just, like... What did you ask, Moonpoon? I'm sorry. Why should you be pressed? Well, you are in the house of Strahd himself, and the guests he bring don't seem to last very long. But here you are, and you have arrived at my study, so anything I can help you with, I will be here to answer.
What are you?
What do you mean? Go on, sorry.
Is there anything special about sad Hulk Hogan?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Something
Not
wrong
the
with my
greatest
dice
of
today.
perception.
Right, I'm gonna do a perception.
Hey.
Oh, I don't
Much
need bother.
Much better perception. Better at looking than medicining, apparently.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, as you get a closer look at Mr. Man here, you will notice that he does just appear like kind of downtrodden and sad. But beyond that, you do notice that he's actually like shackled to the floor in the table there. So he does not appear to be a willing member of this room.
Lovely. What are you?
It appears that you are trapped here. Why?
Well, I do as Strahd insists. That is my charge. I do the bookkeeping, as you could say. I just keep logs and records, keep everything in order.
You're Strahd's accountant?
A place like this, in a land such as Barovia, you could imagine that the expenses are wildly rampant. We keep records. And he like gestures all around him.
Can I pick up one of the papers and see what it like looks like?
Yeah, sure.
So
Is he
just like
actually
one
trying to,
nearby.
So
What's
yeah,
up?
They rule this?
as you kind of like pick up a paper and you like glance over it, it almost just looks like wild gibberish scribbles. Like it's not coherent in any capacity.
Okay.
Huh.
I'll just put that back casually on the floor, you know, where I found it.
Would you like to leave?
There is nowhere in Ravenloft for me. I am taken care of, even if I have such a meager existence.
So you're happy here.
No, I am not happy here.
I'm very confused.
Here, I am safe, and safety is better than happiness.
I don't agree with that, but that's
You're
your
safe,
prerogative.
shackled to a desk in a room of a vampire lord while you do his accounting.
I have all of my limbs, and I intend to see the last years of my life as a living man and not as some creature.
What my friend is trying to say here is like, wouldn't you like a chance to live the rest of your funny years outside of this place?
Moonpoon, give me a persuasion check. A 12. Not terrible, actually. This man is actually pretty easily swayed. So he looks at all of you and glances you up and down, and he says, "My time here will be spent in this room doing as I've done. But you, maybe you," and he gets like deathly quiet. "Maybe you could help. Maybe
Ooh,
you could do something."
How can we help?
What would you like us to do?
There is a treasure in the castle. A symbol. Seemed to have been granted by some kind of raven god, it is said. This symbol creates weakness in vampires, and I know where it is.
Where?
It is in the castle itself.
The fortress inside the fortress?
Is this supposed to be a riddle? Because I
No.
don't get it.
No riddles. I can tell you precisely in the castle where it is. No games, no tricks. I will tell you where it is, but you
Tell
must keep this quiet.
We hate Strahd. We're not on his team.
We hate that motherfucker. Why would we say anything?
Yeah.
I mean, it's clearly just us right now.
Yeah, so he like glances back and forth wildly with his eyes, and he then like returns his gaze to all of you and Moonpoon specifically, and he says, "It is in the crypts in
Damn
the
it!
basement."
Everything is in the crypts.
I know.
Is
We
there
need to
another-
get there so bad.
He might know another way, though. We could ask him.
When
Yeah,
you
how-
get to the bottom floor, you will find a room full of many chambers, dangers, treasures. Ignore those rooms if you seek this treasure. You will want to go to the middle of that room, to the far east side, and you will find the tombs of the king and queen themselves. There is where you will find this symbol.
So we have to get in there to get this symbol to weaken vampires, but if we try to go in there, we're going to get attacked by vampires.
It is not a safe journey they guard the tombs with their lives. It is merely why I am shackled here. I am a bit too curious. But I discovered it, and I don't think they know I know.
Is there
I
a
think
secret
they
way to
knew.
get there?
What was
Sorry,
that?
on you go.
Is there a secret way to get there?
I am not overly familiar with the different ways to get there. I just simply took the stairs.
Wait, and Strahd let you get into that place. Isn't that his ancestor resting final place or something?
I was originally afforded the freedom of the castle, and as you can see, and he tugs on the chain on his leg, I no longer have that privilege.
Has he allowed anybody there? or just himself and his servant?
The only ones that I see or I've ever seen or heard go down there are his brides and his servant Rahadin.
His brides?
Yes, Strahd has many brides.
Oh, God.
They sleep in the crypts down there.
More vampires.
You see, guys, didn't we see one of his brides almost resurrecting into her vampire fetus form? Maybe we can follow her down there. Maybe it will be easier to access this place with her.
Well,
I
the
don't know if she'll
woman,
help us.
I don't think she'll help.
Maybe we will not give her a choice. Maybe we'll just follow her along. I don't know.
I don't think we would be allowed to follow her. When you say downstairs, is it all the way downstairs?
Yes, the crypts are the lowest part of the castle.
Should we chance it?
Oh, I'm so tempted.
Because he didn't tell us not to. He just said he didn't recommend it.
Is this stairwell the only way to get down to the crypts?
I am personally unaware of the different ways, but I do believe there is more than one way. Ravenloft is a labyrinth. If there's one way to a place, I imagine there's 2 or 3 others.
What other guests have visited this place and how recently?
They were adventurers like yourselves. Seemed very mighty and proud. They are no longer proud, and now they walk with the dead.
Oh no.
Can I take a look at the books in the library to see like if it has anything to do with magic, etc.?
Yeah,
I
you guys can
a quick
kind of
look.
yeah, you can peruse around.
I definitely want to see like if there is a book that stands out, like the typical secret passage that you take a book from a library and it opens a door or something.
Yeah, okay. Are you trying to do like a perception check to kind of get a better sense of it?
Maybe investigation, perception, yeah, whatever you call it.
Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation then.
Okay. Let's see if there is a secret passway or something.
Investigation, yeah. So as you're kind of like roaming around and looking at all the different scrolls that are on the floor, you'll kind of see, like, similar to what Saya saw, that there's just a whole bunch of nonsense written on most of them. It's almost like the lower under the layers you get, like the more coherent things seem to get. Like it's almost as if he's been slowly losing his mind or his sanity, like the longer he's been sitting here. But the notes at the bottom are just very trivial things. You'll see like purchases for barrels of wine, or you'll just see like records of the Vistani giving various treasures to Strahd, things of that nature. Nothing like appears overly interesting, even if you like scrolled through the books on the shelves. Like it's all just kind of historical record, transactional details.
What's the deal with those 4 chests at the bottom here?
The 4 chests at the bottom.
Or
Yeah.
barrels? I assume they're chests. I will go over and investigate.
Yeah, if you go look at the chests, you would find that they are currently locked.
Of course.
And when you see this, Leaf kind of like looks over at Moonpoon, who's kind of been scouring the bookshelves, and he says, didn't look close enough. I'm that one. And he like points. And if Moonpoon was to look, he would see that there's like a bloodstained leather cover over this one book, which holds a key on the inside of its pages.
Ooh, nice find. So what does this key open?
Those chests right there.
Okay, obviously I'll take the key and try to open one of those chests.
I'm like sitting here talking on mute.
Yep.
Oh no.
As it explodes.
Yeah. Don't open that. So
He just
yeah,
wanted to die in a really elaborate way.
So
Very
with the-
Moonpoon.
with the key in hand, Moonpoon goes over to the first chest, and the key goes directly into the hole, and you open it, and you can just see like a treasure trove of copper pieces inside. You would see like, if you were a good estimator, you would say there's about 10,000 copper pieces inside the
God.
chest.
What's too many copper pieces?
That's a lot of copper pieces.
Is
If Moonpoon then went to the second chest and opened it, he would find the exact same thing, roughly 10,000 copper pieces inside that one as well.
Are those yours?
They are the lords here. They are Strahd's.
Why are they keeping poor copper pieces and so many in a place like this? Why not in a treasury, I guess, or something?
And then he kind of like very proudly like kind of puffs his chest up and he says, I am the accountant. They belong here with me.
Yeah, I guess you can keep them.
Do you have your CPA license?
Yeah, I don't even have a cool joke to say.
Sorry.
He just holds up his like fancy
Accounting
little
jokes.
stamp.
I was trying to think of like what CPA might stand for, and my brain just couldn't. keep
Certified
up with-
professional accountant. Hello.
No, I mean I know what
I thought
actual
it was
CPA
public
means.
accountant.
Ooh, we have a CPA off. So yeah, basically you find the 10,000 copper pieces in the first two. You open up the third, and you find considerably less treasure inside it, but this time it's all gold pieces, and you find 1,000 of those. And you go over to the fourth chest, and in that one you open it, and you find
The
a little
corpse.
bit less treasure than the previous one, but you do find 500 platinum pieces.
ooh.
And then you do find a book inside as well.
What does that book entails? Or does it have like a title, a cover, something?
So if you like look on the front of it,
Intermediate accounting, 5th edition.
so yeah, if you like opened up the book, you would see it's kind of like filled with like general health and like diet information on it.
Okay. I guess none of those will gonna help us figure a way to the lair of vampires.
And Leaf kind of like looks at you and he says, what kind of magical being are you? Look closer.
Okay. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna open the book and go through the pages.
So like as you're like thumbing through the pages, you can almost like feel the writing on it has like a magical essence to them as you're running your fingers over the pages.
Arcana check.
Yeah.
See what kind of effect does this book have. I guess it's pretty obvious it's a magical book by now, but
Yeah.
what kind of magic?
So Moonpoon will rack his brain, and he will remember he's heard of such things. This is a wondrous item referred to as a manual of bodily health, which sounds not super exciting, but you would recall that if you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer studying the contents of this book and practicing its guidelines, you would permanently increase your constitution score by 2.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Nice.
wow.
Pretty good. I think that's something Calientas would appreciate a lot.
Mhm.
My con's pretty high.
I mean, it can get even higher. Anyway, I think we can keep that for now.
Mhm.
Some of us have a +0 to Constitution. Just saying.
August is like, hey, what's that do again? Moonpoon
Yeah,
just hides
duh.
it like, nothing.
Yeah.
You don't need it for now. But I'm gonna keep it because
I mean, I would appreciate the extra 6 hit points.
Yeah, but you need 24 hours, right? So
It's actually a really long time. Your character would be out of
48.
commission for a total of 48 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, that's like over 6 days worth of time, but like, even 6 days worth of time, that's still like what, like roughly 6 to 8 hours like a day.
Mm-hmm. Reading that book would be a full-time job.
Yep.
Let's keep it for now.
It's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Like Saya doesn't need it.
I've never heard of that one.
No, me neither.
Me neither.
It is
Size
marked
not
as
very
a very
common.
rare, wondrous item.
But I barely get hit because I just go.
Is there any like speed reading courses in
And Barovia.
D&D?
I guess we should go and check the other rooms as well. We shouldn't waste more time here.
Yes, you need to go. I don't know how much time you have, but they don't usually give guests much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should just go to that next door and then see if we can find another way down into that crypt.
What is there behind that door?
What is behind that door? Good question.
That is a great question, Moonpoon. Thank you.
Let me refer to my memory banks that are written in this weird book. Yes, this room would be, kind of like a great hall of sorts.
I think we should just go check it out.
It's okay. You have done already a lot for us. We'll try our best.
If anyone asks, I did not speak. And he kind of puts his head down and starts like scribbling again, like on his paper.
All right, we open the door and proceed into the next room.
Strahd Daddy right in front. No. So
Yeah. Oh, that is a large room.
So in this room, you can see that dim light from the courtyard falls into this great hall through the broken glass and iron latticework of a large window in the west wall. This immense room is a place of chilly, brooding darkness. Empty iron sconces dot the walls. Hundreds of dust-laden cobwebs drape the hall, hiding the ceiling from view. Directly across from the window stand a set of double doors in the east wall. Further south, a single door also leads from the east wall. Staircases at both ends of the north wall lead downwards. At the far southern end of the hall, a large wooden throne stands atop a marble dais. The high-backed throne faces south, away from most of the room.
All right. What's this chair?
That's the throne.
Yeah, that's the wooden throne that was put there.
Did you say there was stained glass?
Say that again?
Did you say there was stained glass?
The broken, like, stained glass. So
Okay.
it's kind of, over there is, like,
Just
broken
the-
glass.
This
Yeah, like, the light is coming through,
Yeah,
like, the iron
looked like a
latticework.
sunburst.
Yeah, it's kind of like, even though Barovia is a fairly dimly lit area by default, like, what little light from outside is, like, what's shining in through there.
Okay.
I think somebody should try and sit on that chair to see if something happens.
Nope, it's probably a mimic. Don't do it. Terrible plan.
I think it's probably trapped in some way.
Yeah, that was what I meant. Is that what the? Can I do a perception on that chair or an investigation? Is there
Yeah.
anything of note about it?
Yeah, you can do that.
Nope. No, I
5.
don't. Not with that 5.
Just kind of looks
It's a
around,
normal
it's
chair.
like, neat room. $15, $13. Yeah. Both Moonpoon and Augage, actually. As you're glancing over the throne itself, you're not really picking up anything of note. However, in your investigation of this room, you do notice that behind the chair on a wall over here, you see a bunch of dust and cobwebs, but you can notice that there's like a door crease on that wall.
This room was too big for not to hide anything.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been able to use my gust cantrip. I want to use it to blow the cobwebs off.
Isn't that gonna
Yay.
make too much noise? I guess.
Gust, it's just like a tiny blast of wind.
Just a little.
Okay.
Yeah, so Augage does a little Wingardium Leviosa, and then things go poof. And from there, yeah, you can see that there is clearly a door back there.
There's no Rahadin. Let's go inside.
Mhm.
So yeah, if you opened that door, you would see this hallway here.
All right, I will step in first. Is there anything? Oh, I didn't.
Ooh, I see stairs going down.
Mhm.
Yeah, or up.
Or up.
I think that's up.
Oh, is it? It looks kind of down. Maybe not.
Do those stairs to the east go up or down?
Both actually.
Oh.
Oh,
Should we
hello.
go use that staircase?
Yeah.
Maybe. Should we look and see what's over here first?
Yeah, might as well. Kalanthos. Oh, looks like there's a break in the hallway here. Oh, this is a guard tower?
Yeah, you would definitely know, especially as you get closer into that room, that you are essentially in like one of the spires. Like,
Oh, it's murder holes.
Yeah.
so this room, you can see a high domed ceiling caps the 30-foot wide octagonal room before you. Frescoes
They're
faded
murder.
with age adorn the ceiling, but their images are impossible to make out. Tall, thin arrow slits look out over the courtyard.
That's a murder hole.
Oh,
This is probably some sort of storeroom up here then. What about this room to the north?
Just to make this more fun, by the way, they've split every like section of this across different journal entries, so I have to
I
like,
can
open up
imagine.
new notebooks to find everything. Yeah, you go into that room and you can see the castle courtyard is visible through the arrow slits in the walls. So yet another like sniper point.
Is there anybody out
Cool.
there, or is it all pretty chill?
Yeah, if you look out into the courtyard, you can basically just see emptiness there.
Okay. Downstairs then?
Yep. To the stairs.
To the stairs.
To the stairs.
Oh.
To the stairs.
Ah, I can't go through the walls.
How dark is it in here, by the by? Like, I know I have dark vision, but just like, is it pitch black? Is
They do
there
go down.
any?
Because of the arrow slits like throughout the hallways, it's actually like fairly visible in here. Certainly
Okay.
dark, but not like, you know, not that Augage couldn't see, for instance, without a
Cool.
vision
What?
of some kind.
Skedaddle downstairs.
Okay.
All right.
Uh,
Downstairs.
Not die, please. That'd be super embarrassing.
So then let me...
From going down the stairs.
Mhm. Like,
would
don't
you-
fall down the stairs and break your neck.
Or don't push me down like a slide.
Oh my god, you ruined it. That was my next thing that I was gonna say.
Oh. Okay.
Mm.
So you guys, yeah, you go here and you kind of like find yourselves behind the walls of where you were before.
It looks like these stairs don't go further down. They stop here.
No, these do go further down.
Oh, straight
Let's
down.
go. Let's go.
Let's just keep going.
Not even checking out back there.
No, we're going
What?
downstairs, y'all.
It's just
What?
We have a mission.
yeah.
We've
Yeah,
got
but-
ever.
Yeah, but Gilliam is right. We don't know if that place over here might lead us to where we want to go. And if,
All right, let's just check it real
All
quick.
right, Mr.
I'm just like-
Completionist.
Don't listen to
Okay.
the DM.
You don't have to do anything I'm saying. It's just...
Oh, there's a secret compartment behind the organ.
we are searching, so it's
Ah.
basically useful to try and search everything because we don't know.
So when you like walk into this
One
area,
crypt
you
mind.
You can see that the like spire area, this thing here is exactly as it was above you, just all the slits in the walls, nothing else of note there. If you look upwards though to the other area, it is fairly similar to the room above where it was just a lot of slits in the wall. However, you can see that leaning against the walls here are mirrors of various sizes, some as tall as a human, others small enough to fit inside a backpack.
Mirrors?
Is there anything weird about the mirrors? Oh no, wait, I bet he
they're-
did them all because he's a vampire and doesn't want to
Yeah.
not see his reflection. Yeah.
I want to take one of the smaller ones and take it with me.
Okay. Grab a small mirror and throw it in your backpack.
Yeah.
Are you
is-
sure this is not cast? Why are you picking this up?
Well, if he hates mirrors, why would I not want to like chuck a mirror in his face? Like, look at yourself,
We
douchebag.
don't know. We don't know anything about those mirrors, and I look wonderful as always. Thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
The only
Can
other
I-
thing you... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check to see if they have any magical properties. Probably
Sure.
not, but they are with us mirrors in a with us secret room.
So with this, a 10... no, you're not picking up anything magical about the mirrors.
They probably are just mirrors, as you said. Never had to be too cautious, especially in the enemies there.
Yeah, but I already touched it, so
So then,
I can't
the-
win with you.
nope.
The only other thing of note, as you guys are looking around, Oggage's passive perception would also pick up that there is like a secret opening over here.
Oh, the one that goes to the organ?
Yeah, so like I realize I haven't changed that to a secret door. It's supposed to be, but your passive perception's high enough to see it anyway. So, yeah,
that's
you
how you
would
get back here.
notice that that's actually a door.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we continue down then?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Down.
like, "Fuck."
I collided with the wall. Down the stairs.
Feels like today we're torturing Keyline to change maps the whole time.
Well,
Yep.
you know,
I'm just glad that the like map thing that was like busting your guys' game every time that we changed maps isn't happening, because this would like literally
I
grind us
know.
to a halt.
working much better now.
Yeah,
Think
I
since
think
the
one of
last
the
update.
updates fixed it.
Mhm.
All right, let me take you guys downstairs.
That area is suspicious, at least from the
Everything
previous maps that we've seen here.
It's everything suspicious. Honestly.
If Rahadin is here, so
Ooh,
help
good
me.
sign.
Oh, this looks good.
So
Same floor, same floor.
you guys
I
get
will,
into this area, and let me tell you what you see real quick. You
Not
see
Rahadin, not Rahadin.
This 10-foot wide arched corridor is cold and moist. The cold seems to emanate from an open archway in the west wall.
At this point, I'm going to get my shield ready and summon my sword.
And I'm just
Okay.
gonna have my bow ready to go.
Is
Make
it
sure
a
we're
natural
right,
sense
ready.
of cold, or is it like a normal sense of cold as you go?
I mean, it's
deeper?
probably the sense of cold you get when you go into a crypt.
Yeah,
fair.
it feels just like a little unnaturally cold, you would say. Like it's, you are pretty like deep at this point underground. Like you don't really get the sense of it from the steps, but those like winding steps, like you went down 40 feet to like get to this point from where the floor you were above you. So it's kind of like it is a very long spiral staircase that you took to get
Yes.
here.
That's fine. Saya's used to being underground. Shall we move forward then?
Yes. All right. I'm going to go up until there's this. Oh.
What's that green thing?
The fork here.
Ooh. Oh, wait. They told us don't be distracted by all of the doors.
They said
That-
it was on. It's in the crypt and it's in the middle of the room and it's
In
on
the
the far
middle.
east, far
Yeah.
east side.
Far
Yeah,
east
but
is where
are
we
these
are now, though,
doors,
isn't
or are
it?
these just funerary alcoves?
I don't know.
Should we check to see if the area in front of us is trapped, or can we walk in and...
You have to be more specific. You can't set this whole broad area.
Um,
Let's be realistic.
Well,
No, I just mean like the area, like if we were...
Sorry, go on.
Did Deb die?
Uh-oh. Deb exploded.
Whoa, sorry,
The
my
internet.
Oh, wait. Kind of back?
Internet's work, please. Internet.
Not back. We just get a frozen Deb,
Oh no, Deb's
petrified in terror of the impending hallway.
That was the case. Like when you try to set in the hallway, because of the cold air, it just froze. So it froze.
Quite literally froze.
Froze by the cold air.
So yeah, I
Candle
guess
check got Deb.
what are you guys planning to do? Oh, Deb just like dropped out of the game as well. This sounds like a system reboot of some kind, so we'll just pull Augage along for the ride for now.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and... Saya, do you see anything, any traps, anything that would perhaps harm us? Oh, actually, let's go ahead and use a divine sense.
Yeah,
Because
check
we
if
are
there's
in a
anything.
crypt.
Yeah?
Yep.
How big is the crypt? Can he check like the whole thing? Not really.
Yeah, from where you're standing,
fine.
you can see at least that wall on that side, which is like 50 feet away from you.
Yeah, so I can get this whole area.
Yep. So if you burn a divine sense, you would pick up that there is 10 undead presences in that area. Seemingly one in every alcove.
Each one of these houses an undead.
And we should just continue through the door. Yes, we're not here
Yes.
to fight everything.
Did I detect anything to the north of me?
To the north of you, no.
Yes, let's avoid this area. This seems to be will only hinder us. And maybe alert Strahd's footmen that we're here.
So,
I'm going
give
to check.
me
the door.
everyone give me hold on, I'll check what I want you to run here. Give me a survival check. Give me a survival check. There's no like dungeoneering in this game or something, so like give me a survival check.
Oh, no. Saya's dead. Saya just dies immediately.
Moonpoon, Kalanthos. Okay. We'll say that Augage rolled decently as well. She has good wisdom. Oh, she's back. I've had to add her back. Yoink. Sorry, Deb.
Yoink.
Yoink.
Peter randomly died. I think it's
Oh,
time for
dear.
a new one.
Oh, no.
Nice. Time for upgrades. So, yeah, basically, I'm not sure if you caught it, but Kalanthos did a divine sense and picked up that there was 10 undead sources in this area immediately over here. One
Oh, in the
each of
10 alcoves.
Yeah. So it was kind of like the group decided to just not go that way.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
And then up north, there was no divine senses picked up. I had everyone just roll a survival check. You don't have to roll it because Moonpoon and Kalanthos did good enough. I had you roll this just to, like, your two characters specifically, Moonpoon and Kalanthos, you would have a sense of, like, when you moved about the castle to know that the room you're about to move into is directly, like, adjacent to, like, where you guys were. So it's kind of like, you know that Rahadin, if he's still where he was, is very close if you go into this next room.
So
Sneaky, sneaky.
probably this door leads to the place that we first went.
I say very close. Like, he would not be in the room that you're moving into.
No,
but,
because
like,
over here is the room where we first went.
Yeah.
exactly. So it's kind of
Well,
like you
that's
guys would just
yeah.
know that, like, you're very close to where you were. So if you were at all trying to dodge Rahadin, like, stealth may be advised, or not
I am a
going
stealthy
to the-
stealth. I can
Yeah,
stealthy stealth.
not going to the right would be advised. But general knowledge, you guys would have a sense that you're pretty close to where Rahadin just was.
Well, then I'm going to turn into Luna.
Yay, Luna.
Do 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 do. Rawr.
Mhm.
So Augage turns into Luna.
Mm-hmm.
And are you guys just opening the door here?
I'm going to check the door for traps first and then gently open it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me
Perception.
that perception.
just gonna prepare a witch bolt just in case something pops in our faces. You know.
That's a good
With
plan.
a 20 as Saya runs her hand across the door, she can feel it slowly wrapping. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine.
No, she always pokes with you. You know that she pokes with a knife first, always, no matter what. Knife first.
The door winces in pain as she's. No, it's totally fine. Normal door.
Cool. And then I'll just like very slowly open it,
All right.
and then sneak through. Oh my
So
god.
when you open this room, the tone is just like completely different in here. You can see dark stains cover the floor of this area. Large oak tables scattered and beaten lay scattered like toys about the room. Their wood crushed and splintered. Replacing them are furnishings made entirely of human bones.
Ew.
The walls and the 20-foot high vaulted ceiling are sticky yellow color, not because of a faded or time-worn plaster, but because they are adorned with bones and skulls arranged in a more morbidly decorative fashion, giving the room a cathedral-like quality. 4 enormous mounds of bones occupy the corners of this ossuary. Ossuary, I think? And garlands of
Ossuary.
skulls. Thank you. I was like, I don't think I'm saying that right. And garlands of skulls extend from these mounds to a chandelier of bones that hang from the ceiling above a long table constructed of bones in the center of the room. 10 chairs made of bones and festooned with decorative skulls surround the table, resting atop which is an ornate bowl-shaped vessel made of yet more bones. The doors to the north and south are sheathed in bone, but the steel-banded double doors in the center of the east wall are not.
That's
The
just
door over here is just a door.
So
Above
do we
these eastern
see-
doors,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
ahead.
above these eastern doors is mounted the skull of a dragon.
oh.
Kalanthas closes the door and walks away.
Do we see A, a symbol, B, a light sword, or C, an automaton?
In this room, give
Yes.
me a perception check.
Oh, it's disgusting.
13. 10. Well,
All right, I don't feel so
16
bad
is
now.
Your wild perception. 9. Okay. Wait, did you get a 20 on this side? No, that was before. But you
I
got
got
a
19.
19.
on this one. Yeah. So as you're looking around the room, you don't seem to pick up anything as far as like any magical items or anything of that sort. You would all kind of take special notice though of this dragon skull. Like this sticks out pretty promptly in this room. Like it is not a a casual dragon skull just there that looks like the size of like a deer head or something like this is an enormous like 250-pound skull that's just
Oh my
like there.
God.
It's like this massive visage in the room. You don't pick up anything else in the room at all. Like nothing else sticks out as funny or odd aside from literally everything I just described.
Yeah, except for all of the bones.
Except for everything. Like,
Yeah.
oh
But
man.
that dragon skull would definitely like stick out to all of you. Like you haven't seen anything like that would even indicate that dragons exist here.
That
Why
room is
would
going
he
to take
keep-
us closer to Rahadin, but it seems
Why-
like that's the place where we're supposed to go.
Because we need to
Why
go
would he-
east.
Why would he keep a thing like that here? Maybe as a
Trophy.
trophy, a
Yeah.
memento of a fight or something. Maybe this room indicates that you shouldn't go any further because you're going to have the same
Well-
fate as the skeletons here.
Are you scared, Moonpoon?
No,
It's
I'm just
clearly-
stating the obvious. I'm scared. Bring me your worst.
I mean, this is a somewhat common religious practice in some of the castles I visited, where the ancestors are turned into some odd art piece. But considering Strahd is an immortal vampire, these makes sense that you could have tens of thousands of bones to work with. The dragon's probably some sort of centerpiece, something he's very proud of. And oddly enough, this is the only room that I have not detected any undead in. So I think it is safe, at least for the time being. And
Maybe that's
Kalanthas
where the
will
king and
step
queen
into the
are.
room.
We should be quiet though, because we're close
Yes.
to where Rahadin is.
Mhm.
Do we need to roll stealth?
I mean,
In this room, I think you're fine, but
Okay.
if you're going to the right at all, definitely.
I think we are going to the right, aren't we?
I think so.
we don't see any of the bones moving, or they just lie there motionless, right?
Yeah, and Kalanthos's divine sense would have picked up if anything in here was undead.
Okay, we should continue forward. There is no room to go back now. This is obviously closest to the place that we need to go. The tombs.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I go ahead?
You tell me.
I'm not asking. I'm asking the party.
Yes. Check the door first, if it's trapped. Although I don't know how much it matters at this point. I don't think.
I think it matters very much if that door's trapped.
Then it like explodes, and then Rahadin's like, "Well, we're inside." So,
Okay.
Didn't he tell us that if we get closer to the place that we don't need to be, the voices would return? So I don't hear any voices. Do you?
I think
I want to check. I want to check the door.
Yeah, I'm
for
checking the door.
traps.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone checking? Give me a perception. Very good perception. Very good perceptions. Just roasting all those good rolls right now. Oh
Awesome.
yeah. Everyone
Yeah,
just
totally
chucking
can't
them
wait to
dice.
burn all this stuff.
So yeah, everyone, as you like step below this massive dragon skull and get to the door, and you all kind of look it over, everything seems fine.
Okay. So I'm going to very, very quietly open that door.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Okay. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
Nice. That plus 10 clutch.
Clutch.
20 stealth. All right. So Saya slowly opens this door to reveal this hallway here. When you peek inside the room, you can see that this hall stands in deadly silence. Heavy beams support a sagging 10-foot-high ceiling. Fog clings to the floor, obscuring everything that lies less than 3 feet above it. A giant shadow lurches across the ceiling as a dark figure shuffles purposely down the corridor.
A dark figure?
So there's somebody in there?
There is something moving towards you.
Oh.
Stay back. I'm gonna take a step backwards and prepare my witch bolt. You know, the
Yeah, I would look straight to Kalanthas and be like, there's something in there.
All right. Dark vision doesn't show us anything.
How far down the hall?
60
actually,
feet we can see.
Let me double check how.
Do we all have dark vision?
I
Augie
don't
doesn't.
think I do.
but I can do.
Okay.
I've got dancing lights if we need it.
I mean, we
there
could just
isn't.
close the door, then look, maybe circle around to the north here.
There is no source of light in the room that we are now, is there?
So
So
the
it-
room the room you're in right now, there's no real source of light. Inside that room, there's like obscuring mist like all over the floor, so it's really hard to pick
Okay.
out like anything that's in that room. At least for the first 3 feet up. But
Can
Saya,
we-
when
can we
she like
see-
peeked in, would definitely notice that there was something like moving towards her.
So
Can we see next to like the doors? Is there names on there?
Good question. I don't think there's any distinguishing marks on the doors.
I'm looking for a Sergey.
So with Saya's like dark vision, even though the floor is very obscured and this figure that's moving towards her is kind of like, you know, she's not sure what it is at a glance. Basically, when you look down the hallway, you can see that wall like back here is the back wall of that area. You would also be able to tell that this is like the beginning of a stairway that goes up. And then you would see that there's like a door here, a door here, and a door here, and a door here, which you suspect is the door that Rahadin is behind. So whatever's on this floor, there's 3 doors, 1 staircase, and kind of like an end hallway area.
We're definitely not going down.
Saya would look between you and like, what do we do?
I think we only have one way. We need to check.
We need to
That-
check the crypts.
Yeah.
I
What
can-
is this thing
I
that's
can
there?
light the area up
Got-
if you need it.
Guards the crypts. I mean, if they don't want anybody to have access to them, they might have put something on the other way that leads to them to protect them from being entered by anybody.
Should I
Yeah, I'll
light
go-
the area up?
I'll go as far as saying, like, you guys should know that if there are crypts somewhere around here, like, they definitely wouldn't be this way, because
Okay.
there's 3 doors. Like, granted, you think those doors could potentially go somewhere, but you see a staircase leading upwards, and the end hallway
Alright.
over here does not give you any indication that there's like something crypty over there.
So-
So I mean, I'm not encouraging you to not check it out, but I'm just saying, like, if crypts are your goal, like, I don't think Saya would get a strong perception that like this
Okay.
would be a meaningful way to get there.
I
So
guess we go
knowing-
to the door to the north then.
Yeah, so knowing that, Saya would say, I don't think this is the way. I think we should go north. And then, like, just very slowly, gently close the door back.
So yeah, Saya closes the door, and you have the impression that whatever was in that room did not detect your presence.
Whew.
Thank you, plus 10 stealth.
Thank you, stealthiness.
Well, I mean, we could only hope that this door to the north somehow leads to kind of where that area is.
Yeah. Let's go have a look at that door.
Saya,
Is this
if you
door
would
trap?
please.
So yeah, I'll just give you that there's nothing special about that door.
Okay, cool. So then again, I would like gently open the door. I'm not just busting doors down.
Okay. So you crack open this door, and what you see on this side is a 30-foot square room that is in shambles. Scattered furniture lies in heaps near the walls. Broken bones lie scattered amid crumpled and crushed plate armor. Shields and swords jut from the walls as if driven into them by some tremendous force. 2 doors stand opposite one another in the center of the north wall and the south wall, and a dark archway leads out through the east wall.
Huh.
Open.
All right. Kalimthas is going to cautiously step into the room.
And I will follow him.
And I will
Okay.
follow them.
So,
I'm having
yeah.
a hard time moving my person because my mouse sucks.
And
You want me to drag you up there?
Yes, please.
Yoink.
oh,
So yeah, as you guys move further, you would see now that like at the end of this hallway is another staircase that goes upwards, and then there's a door to your north.
Open
Does
the
anything
door.
look crypty?
Yeah, are we getting a
it's-
crypty vibe?
I mean, there's these little alcove thingies here. I don't know if you'd call that crypty, but it is certainly there.
I bet you more. I'm going to assume skeletons or zombies are going to pop out of this thing.
I really need to find a light sword and a symbol.
Yeah, let's.
radiant sword.
I detect sun sword.
SEO
Locate
some
object, sun sword.
Kalinthos thinks real hard and then fizzles. Seems to
Yeah.
not know that spell.
All right.
north or to the east.
The skeletons. Can I do like kind of a closer look at those? So you said the
Yeah.
breastplates were like punched in.
The like swords that are like stuffed into the wall have been like mashed into the wall with tremendous force. So there's
Oh.
like shields and swords like sticking out of the wall. Like they're not ornamentation, like it's not decorative. It's like as if there was like a battle here and something with insane strength was able to push the swords through the stone.
Maybe Strahd has some monster or beast down here that like wrecked these guys?
I mean,
Maybe these are like adventurers.
we just saw a beast of that caliber, I guess,
No.
in the previous room, so it wouldn't surprise me if that thing did whatever happened here. And more of the reason to continue moving forward.
Yeah.
Which way?
Let's keep going north.
Okay.
Okay. Up to that door. Doing anything fun?
The usual Saya.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the door.
Yeah. Just feel free to roll like perception whenever you want to check a door, or just casually tell me you're doing it. Yep, 21. So Saya gives it a knife pat, and everything seems above board.
Okay. Again, gently open the door.
All right. Saya kicks open the door aggressively. Pow!
Rah!
And
Oh.
here you can
Well-appointed
see,
office.
yeah, very much unlike the room you just came from. This shadowy room is in perfect order. A great table stands here with its chair, inkwell, and a quill set carefully in place. Lances, swords, and shields that bear the Barovian crest are hung neatly on the dark oak-paneled walls.
Is there anything else in the desk?
I don't know.
Can I have a look at the desk?
Yeah, give me, anyone that wants to, give me a perception in this room.
Yep. Come on, Cal.
Jesus. Augage is like, it's impossible for Augage to fail perception checks. It's absolutely ludicrous.
The eye of the beholder.
So yeah, you glance around, and on the desk you don't really find anything of note. You can kind of see that the little bits of parchment there that are on it are just like keeping notes on the castle, just like, you know, the whereabouts of the various brides, like some like entries about that stuff. It's like clerical type notes that you see written there. But Augage, of course, does seem to also notice that there is yet a secret door on this side, which I think you guys can see on your map, goddammit. But
There's
There
another
we go.
secret door here, guys.
Let's go have a look.
If I could move, I would go there.
oh, yoink. So yeah, if you go here, similar to the ones you saw before, you can see that there is definitely like a pressing into this wall, that there is yet another door.
No, let's open that motherfucker up.
Yep.
You open that door and
Or
you find
down.
stairs down.
Ooh, down is good.
I like down. Let's go down.
Let's go down. Cal and Thas will step down the steps.
And am I going to follow?
I wonder if we are going in circles. It feels like we're moving, but I'm not understanding the layout of this place at all.
I barely understand it, and I have full access.
So this is above. Oh, I'm clicking on the map that I can't see. So this is basically, yeah. This is. I'm trying to talk. This is like where the ossuary was, or not ossuary, the bone room. That's where like the entrance, the foyer was of the castle. So now we're like ahead and underneath, I think, where the gates were. What are you doing?
Think we're getting to the right spot because the guy that we spoke to up top, Dad Hulk Hogan, said that it was like all the way down. So this is like another way down, which is nice. Okay.
So yeah, you guys head down the steps and you approach this area.
Okay. I'm gonna scout ahead because that's what I do.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
just-
big long. No, I would do it stealthily because it's me.
Are you just casually walking around? What are you doing?
Stealthy, just sort of sneak down.
Okay. So, as Saya walks precisely to where she is.
Mhm. The
You
floor
can
explodes.
Yeah.
Everybody
Skeletons
dies.
pop out.
You
Something
can
collapses
feel
on her.
the floor underneath Saya begins to like emit this like bluish purple glow, and then immediately you can see Strahd himself like appear in like a puff
What?
like directly in front of you right here. A sickly mist fills that stairway ahead and then coalesces into the form of the vampire Strahd, his eyes burning red with anger. And he says, "You've worn out your welcome.
No!
The gods you believe in cannot save you now."
Oh no!
Everybody
What?
roll initiative.
TPK!
No.
TPK!
Why are you so happy?
Oh my god.
I'm not in it. Well, I kind of am because I've been wanting to fight, but I was not ready for Strahd.
Jesus Christ.
Man.
Is this a
Take it
visage?
easy on
or
his
is-
key lime.
This
him?
is fucking nuts. Okay.
Oh my
Oh no. Okay.
Rolled
That's
really
right.
badly the whole time, key lime. Okay.
These initiatives are abysmal.
They are terrible.
Well, the good news is that the unknown creature also rolled fairly terribly.
Unknown.
Creature.
Okay,
Unknown.
that can't be Strahd then, because he
Well,
has
it's
to
like
have
a puff of
fire
smoke,
that
he said, so I'm like,
Could be a visage.
So,
I'm like, well, we were told we would be told when we'd gone too far. We have not been told we've gone too far.
I mean, he did just
We
say you've worn
kinda
out your
knew.
welcome. So there we go. All of you
It's a Strahd
begin
mimic.
to prepare yourselves, and August, it is your turn.
Oh my god.
All right. Hold on, I need to sneeze. Okay, false alarm. Let's see. I want to hold my action. I
Okay.
think. No. I'm going to cast my healing panda on the spot where I'm standing.
Okay.
Just in case, you know.
Just in case. Man, I picked such good music for this Strahd fight. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. That healing doesn't apply to me yet. That's just me casting the spell.
Okay.
Yep.
I really hope this isn't the Strahd fight, because it would be really anticlimactic just being in like a staircase underneath the castle.
Just getting
You never
wrecked
know.
in the staircase.
Yeah, he just murders you in the silence of Ravenloft and goes about his business. But then, yeah, Saya, it is your turn. The spirit panda exists on Augaj's square, and then it will be
Okay.
Saya's turn.
So you said this like appeared in like a puff of purpley smoke.
Yes.
Am I like? Is it pretty clear that this is actually Strahd?
That's my color, Strahd. Bluish purple.
It certainly looks like Strahd.
Okay.
I mean, you don't know if you don't hit him because he might be an illusion.
The music
Well-
certainly indicates it's Strahd.
I'm gonna try and just like set us up for success just in case it is Strahd. I am not sure that it is, but Saya's like, Strahd, kill it! So I'm gonna use Fairy Fire on him.
If
Okay.
he's a shapeshifter, that'll make him turn back, I think.
I'm not 100% sure, but I will use and display.
Yep. So you cast Fairy Fire. Is this an attack roll of some kind, or does it just hit that
It's-
area?
It's a save. I
Dexterity
believe.
saving throw.
Yeah.
So you cast the Fairy Fire, and this like sparkly, like, you know, all of the fairy dust / like light shards go like flying in that direction, and you can see them all just like falling on top of Strahd, and it all just kind of like goes right through him, and he just kind of looks at all of you and goes, and his image fades and disappears.
Yes.
Nice. Let's keep going.
Let's check the floor first before we move any further.
Strahd defeated. Success.
What?
Yeah.
GG, we finished the campaign. Yeah, we're the best.
It was some sort of an illusion. I feel so. Saya's like, oh, I must have stepped on something. We should check the floor as we go through.
I guess this was a kind of measure to protect Oscar. So we're going to the right.
So
And I
was that
wasted
like
my panda for nothing.
I wasted fairy fire, but you know it's
This is
fine.
why
Yeah, but you're not a spellcaster.
should be more cautious of any kind of
don't know.
illusion spells.
Well, my panda will just follow me around, I guess, for a little
Yeah.
while.
Just in case. So I want to like
I'll,
check where we're walking and make sure there's no more things on the floor.
So yeah, you say you're rolling for that, or you're just like,
Well,
Give
yeah,
me
I'll roll perception to see if I just. Oh no, I see nothing. Everything else. This
Saya
was the
sees magic
only-
everywhere. She still
Yep.
sees Strahd directly in front of her.
I slap her back to consciousness with my soft hand.
Oh man, if you slap me, if you actually slap Saya, you better like keep one eye open while you're sleeping.
I'm
Yeah,
the
with-
big spoon, and the small spoon keeps the eyes open.
So with Algage's perception, Saya's perception, there's nothing else of note. You can see that like whatever magic conjured that image in front of you seems to have dissipated when the fairy fire hit, and the laughing it like dismissed itself.
Okay. So onward.
yeah,
Literally
onward.
the
The
one that's
issue
been
is
here.
Strahd nowhere here. Was that just like a bluff?
Good question.
It felt like a. No, I don't know.
It felt like a sign that you shouldn't move forward because
just-
you're
Yeah,
allowed.
but what's stopping us now?
You know,
Yeah, so we should
let's-
absolutely move forward.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Most adventurers that would see a thing like that would have
Listen,
already
we're
run.
on a mission. We need something to help us defeat him, and it's in this crypt
How are you so certain about that?
because all of the clues are pointing this way.
Why would he keep something that could defeat him in his own castle and not
This is the
destroy
safest
it?
place.
Safest place. You always keep your enemies closer, and if you've got a weapon that can kill you that you can't destroy, I would certainly want to know where it is at all times.
That's a very good guess, I think. I hope.
I know
Quit
how.
arguing with us. You love the adventure.
Yes, I know
love
how.
killing stuff, and there are not many stuff to kill.
Yeah.
I know how nobles work. Unfortunately. Let's keep going.
Yes, please.
Do your door magic.
Anyone
Poke the door.
doing anything to the door?
Oh yeah, I'm poking it with a knife, and then I'll like always.
All right. So yeah, 16. Door seems to check out.
Cool. Again, opening slowly. I don't just like boof the door down.
Yeah. Kicks it so hard this time it blows off
Off
the
its
hinges and
hinges. Yeah,
smashes
like,
against the
right
back
into
wall.
the door.
Yeah, just pow. So in this room is a 30-foot square area rising to a 20-foot tall flat ceiling. A stone brazier burns fiercely in the center of this room, but its tall white flame produces no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indentations spaced evenly around the circumference. Within each indentation is a spherical stone twice the diameter of a human eyeball and made of colored crystal. No 2 stones are the same color. Overhead, a wood-framed hourglass as tall and wide as a dwarf hangs 10 feet above the brazier, suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down into the bottom. Written in the glowing script on the base of the hourglass is a verse in common. And in addition to that, you can see 2 9-foot tall iron statues of knights on horseback, poised to charge with swords drawn, stand in deep alcoves facing each other, with the brazier between them.
What does the verse say?
So if you looked up at the verse, you would see that it says, "Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak, red if lore is what you seek, green to where the coffins hide, indigo to the master's bride, blue to ancient magic's womb, and yellow to the master's tomb.
Green?
Yellow. Let's go for yellow.
Green. Can you put that in like a chat or something just so I can thank
Shabam.
you.
Yellow.
Where the coffins hide, that's like a tomb, right?
Yellow says to the master's tomb. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so
basically-
that'll be Strahd's tomb, I would imagine.
probably his family is around there.
But green's to where the coffins hide. Ancient magic's womb. What do you think, Galanthus?
I think
You're
green,
muted.
right?
So, sorry, I said Kalimpas is a dummy and can't figure this out. So,
Okay. August?
there's either
He just
two
starts
things.
hucking every rock into the middle. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's either we
Um,
have to arrange the stones in a particular order and then throw a stone, or one stone does something special. Each stone does something special.
Well,
Yeah.
Why,
That's
Why
what the verse
shouldn't-
says.
why shouldn't I just pick one stone? And I'm gonna pick up the yellow stone by saying,
No, do not do the Yellowstone.
Yeah, the Yellowstone, I think, is bad.
I
I think that'll take us to Strahd. I think either green, I don't know, blue is kind of calling to me too, but
green seems
because
like
there was one of our cards said something about the mother. That's why womb
Oh, yeah.
kind of speaks to me, but
I think blue is gonna have to do more with magic than actual tombs.
yeah.
I think the family might decide either on green or yellow.
Green to where the coffin. I wonder if green will just take us back to where we just were, but I don't know. It seems like it would take us to the crypt, right?
You also don't have to do anything, but by all means,
Yeah.
feel free to do something.
Well, what are these doors around first? Is there like any indication of where they lead to on the door?
No. They all just appear as though there are other doors. So no special markings or anything that you can see.
I mean, Moonpoon does have a point that yellow would take you to Strahd, which would essentially be like the family crypt, I would think. So
Do you think he sleeps in there though?
well, not necessarily, but
It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that he sleeps there. It might be the master's tomb because like it's his family. So
Yeah,
The
that's
tomb.
true.
yeah, it could be the family tomb. Yeah, that is a point.
Could
because he's
be.
the master.
Do you want to do yellow then?
Can I do an arcana check to see if I can find out more about what those stones do and what information they
Yeah,
hide?
like similar to the crazy boy that he met in the attic. That Augie and I
yeah.
met in the attic, actually.
Yeah, you can definitely give me an Arcana check. Moonpoon with a 20. Yeah, you would sense that like the stones themselves don't seem to be emitting any magic, but the hourglass above is like beaming with it.
I think the hourglass is interacting with the stones some way. They don't seem magical, but that thing surely does.
What if
Does the hourglass have any kind of light beaming on the stones?
No. You can see that the hourglass is positioned directly above the brazier, so it's like above the fire. This like weird white fire that's not emitting any heat is directly below that hourglass.
did we was there any clues to where the sun sword was hidden, or was it just like, oh, by the way, there's a super sweet magical sword in the castle?
It's
With
set in
Sergei's
Sergei's tomb,
tomb?
I'm pretty sure.
Which is
It
why I'm
was-
thinking
Your card reading like specifically referred to a weapon being a fortress within a fortress.
Yes.
Mhm. Who was it that told us about Sergei? Like we had a conversation.
It was from
with
the
him.
reading, right?
Yeah,
I feel
the
like there was
reading.
something more recent too.
Well,
The
we
reading.
asked the abbot about it, I think, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yes.
he knew a little bit more.
He said he thought it would be in the castle.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Keelan.
Nope, you said everything correct.
So should we try the Master's Tomb and then hope that takes us to like? And then, what did Sad Hulk Hogan say about the Raven symbol? It was in. That's all I remember.
It
Sad
sounded
Hulk
like it
Hogan-
was near the same place. I don't know.
Yeah,
He,
it could all
he
be in
said
the
it was like
area.
essentially where his parents were buried. would
Yeah.
be-
The parents,
parents
so
are.
if that's like the Master's Tomb, you would imagine they would all be in.
Yeah, his
some
parents
sort
are
of
probably
area.
not too far away.
All right, I'm sold on yellow.
Yeah, let's do yellow. Screw it.
Oh man, we're
Let's make a
totally
reckless
wrong.
decision.
Well, what are we supposed to do? Like,
This is
throw-
either where we make our big break or where we die.
The
Yep.
thing is, like, how are we gonna interact with the Yellowstone? Like, should we throw it?
Throw it into the
Army?
fire, like it says.
Yeah, it just says cast a stone into the fire. So I say we take the yellow and fling it into the fire.
Be my
Okay.
guest.
Who's doing it?
I can do it.
I'll do it.
Or
Oh my
Cal
God.
can.
I don't want to do it.
All right. So
Here
Kalanthos
goes nothing.
takes
I'm
the
gonna-
Yellowstone.
Yep,
And
and I'm
what do
going
you
to
do?
just like gently toss it in.
Just yeet it in.
All right. So the moment the Yellowstone touches the white flame, the flame itself turns into that same yellow hue. It just like erupts even higher, and the hourglass above starts to pour the sand into the fire, also taking on that yellow color. And like the fire kind of like dims a little bit under the weight of the flowing sand. But like there's just this massive yellow magical hue coming from all of the sand as it's like dripping into the fire.
So do we just?
So we need to step into the fire,
in?
probably.
Are you guys crazy?
Augage will step in.
Oh,
What?
I was
Okay.
Let me see if it's a magical fire first, or if it's something
Of course,
I'll
it's
get
magical.
you
Already made
fire.
Look at it.
like you might.
It's not
burn
casting
yourself.
any heat though. It's still not casting heat, right? Even as it changes.
You don't know
For-
what it is.
For what
Okay.
it's worth, you would see that like from a time perspective, just based on the amount of sand in the hourglass, you have about like 30 seconds to figure
Yeah,
out what you
I'm-
want
I'm
to do.
Yeah,
No,
so
no,
August is
yeah.
going to jump in.
Oh my god! What happens when August jumps in?
So you see Augage approach the white flame, and where's your character figure? Are you hiding behind somebody?
Huh?
Maybe.
Behind
Oh,
Kalanthos.
sorry, I was on her.
Yeah, you see Augage step into the flame, and she immediately disappears. And,
Ha!
All right.
You should listen to me, the interpretive dance queen.
hold
Kalanthos
on.
sleeps into the fire.
Yep, I'm in there with them
Trying
as
to
well.
drag you in a way that doesn't reveal anything on the map.
Um,
Yoink. And
This is gonna be so bad.
or so
And-
awesome.
So
everyone else
awesome.
follows.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone. Oh, you may have seen a room. Everyone else steps in, and you all immediately like feel no warmth, no heat, but you all get this like magical sensation around your bodies, and you feel yourself being like whisked away, and then you land in this room. And what you see in this room,
Is the coffee or Strahd?
if I can scroll fucking fast enough, holy shit.
It'd be funny if we're just locked in here.
That's not funny.
This is what I was scared of, that it was just his coffin.
So the good news is, although your characters wouldn't really know
Oh,
this,
no.
just on a map perspective, you can see that you're on the same floor. So you didn't go too far, but you definitely did teleport across this floor. But in here, you can see that black marble steps descend. Well, you would have descended if you came from this direction. Descend to a dark tomb that has been vaulted ceiling. That has a vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead. The essence of evil permeates the very air. The smell of freshly turned earth is in here. Settled into the dirt on the floor is a shining black coffin of finely waxed wood. The coffin's fittings are of a brilliant brass, and the lid is closed. South of the coffin are 3 gloomy alcoves. An iron lever protrudes from the north wall east of the tomb's entrance.
I feel that we should
I
leave.
wonder what happened if we burned this.
Nothing good.
Okay, I am going to go ahead. Let's see, where is 60 feet from here? Yep, I'm going to go ahead and use a Divine Sense. I have 1 remaining after this.
Oh dear.
Yep. You're using it?
Oh, yeah.
So
This is the place to use it.
100%. Oh.
in the immediate room that you're in, you pick up 3 undead signatures, like coming from like right here, where there's those 3 mounds of dirt that have been like kind of like
Let's not
patched right
touch.
there. And then you also pick up fiend and undead coming from like just outside the door over here.
Ooh.
We have company.
What's that supposed to mean?
We're not alone in this room, and we are not. There's several presences just outside of the room.
Then we should be careful.
Oh, we should get ready to kick some butt.
And also be careful.
Both can happen.
Do you want me to check the exit? Up ahead.
Yeah,
What are
there's
these
only one
things
way
just
in and out
behind
of this
us?
room. Those are like alcoves, similar to the ones that you've seen up above.
Okay.
Kind of like burial alcoves. And remember, there's like a lever like on the wall, essentially over here.
So can we
Okay,
see up
I'm-
to the door? Is it like a door or
Yeah, so
is it
like
dots? What's the dots mean?
yeah, it's basically the dots are there to
A lever.
represent like an iron like portcullis that can like descend or ascend.
Using
but
the
it's,
lever,
like,
The
probably.
lever. Yeah.
yeah. But it's interesting that it like locks from the inside essentially, so it's meant to keep people out.
Keep people out, yeah.
Can I check to see if this casket is the coffin belongs to Strahd? Does it have like an indication?
You could kind of like roll general perception if you wish.
Like, does it have like any distinct
Property of
mark?
Strahd.
Yeah. Little plaque on it. Strahd died here.
Oh, it might have like some sort of, I don't know, literature piece. I don't know.
10, 18,
Some
15,
naming above it.
So, both wow, more dice.
That's a lot of perception.
Yeah, so, Kalanthos and Moonpoon both, kind of like give the casket a once over. You're not like, there's nothing like overly obvious that this is Strahd's. There's no like some massive mark on it that says like Strahd is here. I mean, you do know that the stone you cast specifically said that this would take you to the Master's tomb. This is certainly the finest coffin that you've seen, like certainly in this area, but there's no like clear markings that this is Strahd's.
I want to burn it so bad.
Huh?
But as you
Don't eat
guys
that juice,
begin to like glance all over this coffin, the earth right next to you
No.
begins to rumble,
Oh no.
and out rises these 3
brides.
women that are just dressed in these ornate gowns, and they just like pop out of the ground around you. And one of them just looks at you and like hisses violently, just. And we will see you next week.
Finally, time to kick some butt.
Mhm.
Oh man.
We're on
Time for the whole
way
castle
back.
to attack us. Woo!
Yep.
Yep.
It's
I was
only
gonna say, yeah,
glass.
the biggest downside of using the teleporty room is now you don't kind of know where you are or how to get out or what's around you.
I know.
Like-
I kind of wish we'd picked green. Oh, well.
Like, did we had any idea where we were before? Let's be honest, we were kind of lost.
This is true. You may not have had like the best idea of where you were anyway, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you're
we
definitely
don't know what we're
like,
doing.
in
We're
the
totally
middle of some
lost.
nonsense.
Totally lost.
We don't have a map or anything, so we're basically like moving with our best educated guess every
Yeah.
time.
The good news, though, is that if you have found Strahd's tomb, if that's exactly what this is, you would suspect you are as low in the castle as you can go. So if you were still fishing for this raven symbol of some kind, odds are it's probably down here.
Yeah, but like if he shows up before we can get to it, then it doesn't matter.
That is definitely a possibility.
So that's why I wanted to try and find it first. Or well.
But we will have to see next week what our crew has gotten themselves into as the brides of Strahd themselves appear in the room with them. Very brazen of you to use the teleporting room so unabashedly. I love it.
I mean, she just jumped inside the flame. Could we leave her behind? Could we?
What? We were going to throw the stone and do nothing?
Yeah, we're speedrunning the castle.
Yeah, you guys are definitely
We're
speedrunning.
racing against the clock here. I got to find these things.
We have less than half an hour.
Yep. Yeah, you guys have spent half your time essentially doing what you've done thus far. So if that holy symbol is down here, you'll probably burn like another 10 minutes or so trying to find it. And then you might have some extra time, depending on how things go, to do some last minute searching. But you do believe that not just that symbol is here, but the sword is also here. So
That's the
that
thing,
gives
we've
you
got-
not a ton of time to find both.
Gotta get it. Gotta get it. It's Strahd just gotta like pop in and be like, okay, time's up. Out.
So we've got the brides here, probably demonic like bodyguards up here to the north. This sucks.
Yeah, let me
gonna
like
be
zoom
fun.
out the map to give people some perspective. Like where you came from was up here and where you are now is down here. So yeah, this area seems pretty big.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Vampires gotta love a basement, huh?
Gotta love a basement. But we will find out next week what happens to the crew in episode 33 of The Curse of Strahd. So fucking fun. I love like dipping around Ravenloft. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's just cool to have like studied this place for so long and you guys are finally creeping around inside.
Hi, Pooh.
At least for the next half hour, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But that is all. We will see you guys next week. We love you as always. Thanks for tuning in. Goodbye, everybody. Mwah. Big ass kisses for everybody. Good night,
I don't
folks.
want an ass kiss.